to the screencast on how to create a blog using Google's platform Blogger. At this point, you have logged into Chrome using your Gmail information and have found the Blogger app. It may prompt you to set up a display name. My display name is Lauren Canutula. Once you have gone through those steps, you arrive here at this screen, which is called the Blogger dashboard. The Blogger dashboard is where everything in Blogger lives, which is two main things: your blogs and the blogs that you follow. Let's start down here at the bottom with the blogs that you may want to follow. It's also called my reading list. As you can see here on the left, there are 3 blogs that I currently follow: In the Classroom, Mamarella's English, and The Laugh-In Place. Anytime one of these 3 bloggers posts a new blog, it will show up here in my blog feed. So Mr. Laugh-In recently posted, actually 34 minutes ago, a new blog post. And it showed up here, and if I would like to read that, I could click over here at More to read that blog post. If there's someone you would like to add, someone else you may like to follow, which I encourage you to follow, your friends and classmates, you can do that by clicking Add. You do need to know the URL or web address. The person I'm choosing to follow is Mr. Coward's blog or list of blogs that his students create, and he has cleverly named that lagunalancers.blogspot.com. And then you click Follow. You may need to refresh your screen up here to have it show up on your reading list. You can manage your reading list over here at the wheel and click here to manage your reading list. But let's move on to the main topic of the day: how to create your own blog, which lives up here at the top. Notice that I have 2 different blogs. Again, I have 2 different blogs. You may need to create a blog in English class and a blog in history class, and maybe you have a personal blog as well. So these aren't different posts, these are actually different blogs. Within my classroom blog, I actually have 5 posts. This is an important distinction to make. Sometimes students will make the mistake of starting a new blog every time they have an assignment to post. You don't want to do that. You want to post within your English blog or within your history blog. So to start a new blog, click over here. In the middle is a list of the blogs you have already created, and over here on the right, you can write a new post, look at all the posts in that blog. You can change layout and template for that particular blog, or you can view the blog. Let's go ahead and create a new blog by clicking the New Blog button. Your account will also say that it's managed by the school. Just so you know, the school will have access to anything you put on this blog. You need to come up with a title. We have come up with naming conventions for your blog title. It will be first name, last initial, subject, so English or world history, blog, 2015-2016. That will be your title. That's what shows up at the top of your blog, like Miss Canutula's Classroom Blog, or In the Classroom, or Blaguna Lancers. Then the address, that's what you type up in the search bar to find a website. Whatever you type in this box will go in front of .blogspot.com. Now, there are going to be issues with finding an URL or address that actually works for you and hasn't been taken yet. It's like email addresses. All the good ones get taken right away. So you might need to play around with this. Our preference would be that you would not use your last name in creating your blog. So I'm going to try Lauren K. English. To see if it's been taken, you click here. If you get this yellow exclamation point, it's telling you you cannot use this address. So we start again, Lauren K. English 2015. Check that. This one is available, and I know because there is this blue check mark. Once you find an address that is available, you'll want to select a template. This can be changed later, so don't spend too much time now picking one. Could just even start with simple. Once you've done those 3 things, click Create Blog. This is asking if I would like to pay for my own domain name, my own URL, so it wouldn't say Blogspot in the URL. We are not going to do that, so just click No Thanks. So now I am on my blog homepage or overview page for my Lauren K. English blog 2015-2016. This is a notice about your website being accessed in the European Union, which we're not going to worry about right now, so I'm going to exit out. On the overview page, I can do a ton for my blog. On the left are all the different options. I can look at my posts, I can look at comments people have made, I can look at stats, like how many people have looked at my blog. I can change the layout, the template, or the settings. If I would like to go back and change the template, click Template, and there are lots of options here. You can do that on your own time. You might also want to check how it looks on mobile or phones and iPads, tablets, to make sure that it is accessible on those as well. You can also change the layout. This takes a little bit more computer savvy to figure out. That's something you can do on your own time. We're not going to focus on that right now. If at any time you'd like to change your title or the blog address or the permissions, you're going to go to Settings, to the wrench over here, and you can change all of those things. But you should be set up okay right now, so we'll go back to the overview. And we would like to create a new post. So I will click New Post. And here is my post writing screen. So my post title goes up here. We'll call it Test Post. So this is the title of your post. Down here is where you write the text of your post. You want to make sure it's in Compose, because I don't think very many of you know how to write in computer code or HTML. So make sure it's clicked in Compose. Here's where you can change all of your font things. You can insert hyperlinks. You can do images, videos, and play around with the text. So when you'd like to type, go here, sample post for 2015-2016. I type in here, can highlight and create a link to maybe my blog, someone else's blog, a video, etc. Once you're ready, and once you have edited, because remember these are public, anyone can see them, so you want it to be your very best work. So you have written your blog, you've edited it, double checked, come up here. You have options. You can save. I recommend saving periodically. So if something happened to the internet or you had to leave, you don't lose your entire blog. You can preview it to see what it would look like for someone coming to your website. So let's go ahead and click Preview. So this is what it would look like if someone else were looking at my screen. Here's my post, here's the writing. If someone commented, it would show up down here, or if they wanted to comment, they could do that here. And this is who the blogger is. And here is my title. To go back to that screen, I'm just going to click up back to the other tab. Once I've looked at everything, made sure it's okay, I've saved it, okay it with my teacher if that's requested. Now I'm ready to publish. And you click the orange publish button. It's going to ask if you want to share it on Google+. If you have people that you put on Google+, you can. This is something that I skip. So now I'm back to my blog overview of my posts. This is my post list. I have one post and I have 0 comments on it and 0 page views. Back over to that overview and you can see nothing's happened yet, but it will happen, and you should have successfully created your own blog with your own blog post. If we go back to my blogs, this brings you back to your dashboard with your blogs and your reading list. That's all for now. Hope you have a successful blogging experience.